To improve communication, it's essential that we understand how men and women communicate different. Our reasons for communicating are different. Now, men don't know this because they have particularly one way to communicate. Men always tend to be one way. Okay? One way, the best way, the most efficient way, the way to achieve their goal. And that is communicating to make a point, to make that point. Whenever a man talks, what he's saying has gone through a part of his brain that okays it and says, okay, what I'm saying makes the point. You can now utter it. It's much more difficult for men to get words out because they got this little editor in there. Everything he says has to make a point. It has to be done in the least number of words, to the point. Women don't have that. They can use that. They can choose to communicate for that reason. Women can choose to communicate to make a point or to solve a problem. Men tend to communicate to make a point, to solve a problem. But women are much more expanded in their use of communication. As we've explored, communication is central to a woman's self-esteem, to feeling good about herself, to coping with stress. So a woman communicates, one, just like a man, to be logical, to be rational, to make a point, to solve a problem. That's one way. But she also communicates for another reason. And that simply is sometimes a woman talks in order to discover the point she wants to make. Which means that she starts out the conversation. She doesn't exactly know where she's going to go, but she knows she's going to get there. What you have to know, men, is she will get there, but she needs to talk for a while to get there. Now, one time I had a long conversation, meaning I listened. She talked. And after 45 minutes, she said, that's what I wanted to say. And as a Martian, I thought, well, why didn't you say it in the first couple of minutes? Because she needed to talk to get to that place. How many women can relate to that? Now, men take 45 minutes to get to the point, but we're in the cave the whole time. See, we'll be thinking, mulling it over, what am I going to do about this? I'm going to do We don't do it verbally. We kind of kind of like the little noises computers make. Hard drive working. And then we got, that's it. And then we know what we're going to say, and it comes out after all of that. Well, women go through all that. But with words, they're talking, and they're this and this. And when they're talking, they might say this, and then it completely contradicts this, and completely contradicts this, and it's not related to that at all. And she says this like that didn't happen at all. And then she comes up with something, and they go, that's what I was looking for. That's what she wanted to say, and that's the really important thing. So women talk to make a point, to solve a problem, the first level. Second level, they talk to sort things out, to discover what they want to say, to clear up, to clean house, and put everything in its order. They just talk about it all. The third reason women talk is to feel better. Talking is the primary coping mechanism that women have to deal with stress. When women are stressed, the best thing they can do is talk about what's stressing them. Just talk about the problems. Talk about the incidents. Talk about the stressors out there and how it makes you feel. If she can talk about those things, then what happens is she sorts it all out. Because when something's bothering her, it's fully bothering her. If she can talk about it, then she sees, well, it's not that that's fully bothering me, but this is bothering me too. Well, this is bothering me too, and this is bothering me too, and this is bothering me, and this is bothering me. Well, I guess there's not really a huge problem here. It's just a lot of little problems adding up to one big problem. But once she can talk about it, she's sorting it out, she starts to feel better automatically just by talking about it. This is what we do as counselors.